actually what I was owing was Barco was there. Barco is doing a UST in conjunction with Hisense.
Oh, that's a crazy collab.
Yeah. And they are taking something called light steering. I haven't even made this video.
Okay.
I haven't made this video. Clip this.
Daily Hi-Fi exclusive.
Because all these other YouTubers aren't talking about it. They don't know what a Barco is. Oh, some of them do. Anyway, so Barco is doing something called light steering, which they've trickled it down from a very, very expensive projector, which is their like brand new thing that they just got. And they put it into this one that's could sell for around $4,000 here in the United States. They're still iffy on if that's going to happen or not. And so this is in conjunction with Hisense. And essentially what happens is, we'll get into the Flex Connect in a minute, Mark. Anytime there's darkness or blackness on the screen, they just don't send any light there. So they just send light where they have to illuminate. Dude, and I was sitting there, I'm like, oh, there it is. There it is. I can see it. So I got it on film where you can see just the light. Out of like
you're telling me like near perfect black levels? Is that what we're talking about here?
If it's dark, they're not sending any light to it.
No light.
A lot of sense, actually. Like, why didn't somebody think of that sooner?
Dude, I met this guy who was like a buff Urkel, right? I was talking to SVS, and this guy, he was like Urkel, but he was like buff, right? And I was saying this to Nick. I'm like, oh yeah, Barco's here. They're doing this thing, and it's called light steering with Hisense. And I ended up taking that guy with me to Hisense to show him that. And he's like, oh my God. He's like, when I said it, he's like, I've been saying this for years. Why haven't they done that? If the black on the screen, why don't they just not send any light there?
Yeah.
Well, because I mean, execution is the hard part, right? What if it's like not perfect black level, but a little bit? Right. Like, what do you do? So usually they use like LED laser dimming or something like that, where they're able to vary the light, but it has to look smooth, it has to be fast enough, things like that.
Yeah, essentially.
But I'm very curious.
Yeah, no, it's actually pretty cool. So, and you can see it with this UST. Like, I was just watching it. So one of their frames in between, like they had a Bumblebee demo going on. He's like, okay, it's gonna go black, and then it's gonna say, what does it say, night, right? KNIGHT or something like that. And
I was going. Did he do that?
Yeah, and then the I for night, that word was like about this big on the screen, and it was a 2000 nit highlight. And so I'm just watching the projector, and you could just see a beam of light, and everything else is kind of dark coming from the UST. So like you can totally see when there's light going on. So it was pretty cool. That
sounds really cool. I don't know how it works, but I want it.
Yeah. So light steering is what it's called. Yeah, from Barco. And this projector, they're still iffy on if it's going to be sold in the United States or not. And if it was, it would be somewhere between $3,000 and $4,000.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
That's right in there.
Dude, I'm saying, like, I was just walking around day 4, tired. I'm just tired. I'm like, my brother had already taken off. I'm like, yeah, what am I going to do? And then I looked and I'm like, Barco, what is this? Like, I saw it on the machine. I'm like, wait, what? What is this? And then they came and told me about it. The Barco guy. They had a Barco guy and a Hisense guy there trying to tell about it.
Make sure to check out our audio-only version of the podcast at anchor.fm/Daily Hi-Fi, or just go to your favorite podcasting service and search for Daily Hi-Fi.